Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna do a video, actually two videos. This will be a two-part series. I'm gonna do a video about the 5 things I like about my X5M, and I'm gonna do another video about the 5 dislikes about it. So this video is gonna be the first likes. Now I did this with my Audi Q7. I did this with my last BMW X5 50i. But when I do this one, since I cover already kind of similar things with the X5, this is gonna be more M exclusive things I like, and also the dislikes are gonna be more related to the M, because obviously I can cover the same things. So I know you guys don't have a lot of time. Let's just get straight to it. First thing that I like, I'm gonna say is probably one of my favorite things. It's going to be the handling. I've talked about this in my car review about the X5M. If you haven't watched that, you should definitely check that out. But this thing handles like it's on rails. For the weight, for the curb weight that it is, it shouldn't be taking corners as well as it does. As a matter of fact, when I throw it into the curve, I don't know, I'm assuming with the M rear differential, with the torque vectoring, if I start to accelerate mid-corner, it just pulls it through. And it's almost like it even helps it. It's almost like it's better for it. So I'll let you guys watch that clip. I did one exit ramp. I think the fastest I was able to take this was around 45 miles an hour with my last X5 with adaptive M suspension. With this one, I was able to go a consistent 50 miles an hour and exiting 60 miles an hour. So I'm gonna go to Sport Plus. MDM mode, and we're gonna push this thing. I'm gonna show you just exactly what I'm talking about in the corners. This corner is meant for like 20 something miles an hour, and I'm gonna go here at 50. 53 is what it says on the head display. I can feel I really feel the torque vectoring. Boy, 56, 60 exiting. Wow. The next thing that I like is going to be the sound. When I first got it, I wasn't too sure about it, but it took maybe a day or two, because obviously I was used to the V8 sound of the 50i, hearing it from the engine. But the exhaust, for having a stock exhaust, it sounds pretty cool. It's nice that I can quiet it down when I want it, and then I can open it up when I need it, to show off. First, when you're in level 3, those upshift pops are amazing. It just gives it that extra little character that this thing is, that's this high performance machine, right? So I really do enjoy the sound of this, and I enjoy the handling. So yeah, it's going to be the sound. So let's do a few sound clips. And the next thing that I like, is going to be the seats, these front seats. They're supportive, they comfortable. I did take a a 3-hour road trip with these seats. Didn't feel fatigue at all. Very similar to the the multi-contour seats that you can get in the normal X5, the luxury line, and the M Sports. I think I just noticed an extra, just a tiny bit more support, lateral support, which is helpful because of additional handling you get with these. You know, it just feels like, wow, you know, this thing, it just feels really great. So not as good. I think probably the best seats I ever had in was probably my Mercedes CCD3 AMG. That would probably be my best seat I ever had. But for this, you know, level, you know, being between the blend of comfort and sport, I think BMW nailed it. I really enjoy it. So seats. Okay, next favorite thing, the interior. I can't get enough of this interior. You know, if you guys are looking for one of these and you're deciding whether or not you think the full merino is worth it, I mean, red or not, you get, if you don't want the red, but if you decide on, you know, Silverstone or, you know, the black, I think the full merino is worth it if, you know, if you don't worry about, you know, kids, and if you have smaller kids, I can understand maybe not a little bit less leather, but the fact that the leather goes all the way down to the doors, they cover a lot of different things. I mean, even without it, you're still getting the standard Alcantara headliner. This is just an additional touch. So I can really appreciate just these additional things that make it feel a little bit more the exclusivity of the vehicle. All right, my next favorite thing is going to be the transmission. All right, I think because I can customize it, and it doesn't go just in transmission alone, but just the additional modes that I have, where, you know, if I want not only smooth, comfortable shifts, but also it's going to be more efficient, right? So it's going to be a little bit more efficient to keep the RPMs low, and you have 2 levels of, you know, you have obviously your full-blown, you know, level 3, and then you can go to your level 2, which is like a perfect blend for a street. If you're like doing some racing, you know, straight line racing, I can see people going to level 3. But I find level 2 to be my favorite setting because it gives me just a perfect blend when I'm just being want to be comfortable, but I won't be extra sound, not just sound, but just extra crispness with the shifts without being too over the top. So that and the other customizations with the suspension and the steering, you can really kind of dial this in. I'm using the word from kind of an obsessed garage, but really you can dial this in to how you want it as a driver, and you have quick presets to recall these settings, which is nice with the M1 M2 buttons. Another thing they did with the transmission is just, I feel like it just gives it a good character. It's hard, obviously, when I tell people about it, but just from my being the owner and driver of this vehicle, it's just that extra character when it doesn't creep forward automatically. It really gives me the feel like I'm in an M3. So those people who came from like M3s or M4s, and they're like, you know, they got a growing family and they have to go, you know, so I got to get an SUV. I completely understand why, but I just feel like with this, you wouldn't really feel like you wouldn't. I could see people not missing their M3 with this. I still love my M3 personally for track use and for other things, but I have noticed that I'm driving it less and less, and I don't know why. It's just, this is a total package here with the space. And I'm kind of going off topic, guys. I apologize. I just love to talk. I mean, this is really my thing. I just love, you know, just explain, you know, to talk about this stuff. But, you know, the extra space you get, the versatility, you know, the all-wheel drive, the performance, the acceleration, the fact that you can get all this power and you can still tone down and fly on the radar when you need it, just like the, you know, the M3 M4s. But you can carry your family in here. You can tow a boat. You can, you know, go to the beach. You can take it to the snow. All it needs is the proper tires. But you have the ground clearance. You have the towing capability. and you have a sunroof, have a panoramic sunroof, you have all these things, and it's just like, wow, this is a really total package. So I like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it kind of went off. I don't even know what number I'm on at this point. I mean, I think that's 5 things I listed. But I'm gonna do number 1. I'm gonna do the next video about some things I dislike about it. So guys, subscribe, and if you want, and give me a thumbs up, help me out, helps the channel. Christmas with Chris. I can't even get this word out.